what's up, everybody? C Doubles and waiting on Ladarius. We're gonna do a kind of a impromptu wrestling show where we're gonna talk about WWE, what has happened, what's our thoughts. It's really simple. We haven't been around for a while, so we're gonna be catching up on some things. Um, First and foremost, I want to kind of get through first everything. Want to talk about what happened with. Oh, sweet. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only tag team partner himself, Mr. Ladarius Brown. What's going on, brother?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh man, if I was any better, someone needs to arrest me. But anyway, I I was able to do my workout, so things are good. So it's been a while
Good.
since I've been able to do that.
Good. Good. Good.
So how do I sound? Sorry, we didn't get a chance to do a sound check, so I have to do this. How do I sound? Everything sounds good on my end.
You sound like the same person I done before, so you sound great.
Cool, cool. All right. Well, just we just started, so no need to worry about having to catch up now. So let's just talk about it. We had I sound like Trick Williams now, but let's talk about wrestling. We know about Survivor Series, but or not Survivor Series, Saturday Night Main Event where Gunther beat Goldberg. We had the Seth Rollins thing, and by SummerSlam we saw that what that was all about. But let's also talk about Evolution because the women are talented. I still maintain we need more storylines for them because I almost feel like we may have one or two, and that's about it. And you have some women doing God's work like Chelsea Green, and you got Alexa and Charlotte doing their thing, which by God, if you watch WrestleMania, the lead up to WrestleMania, we thought Charlotte was never going to be the same. Thank God that they've paired her with Alexa because she has. It's almost like her career has been saved. But what was your thoughts about Evolution? And then if you want to talk about SummerSlam, we don't have to talk about every match, but we could just talk about what our thoughts were.
Look, Evolution it works, and this women's division is talented enough where they could carry a pay-per-view, and once again it shows. Now, given the length between it, I guess I'm okay with it. But but to the point about Charlotte Flair, and I thought I'd never say this about Charlotte Flair, but Charlotte Flair is now more likable than she's ever been in her entire career.
Yeah,
And it's even like, there's some people who can balance the line between heel and face. She could never do that. To me, it's like she was
yeah,
to me like she's a great heel, but like you get the whole face thing, I was never really sold on. But the fact of the matter is, I'm good. I'm happy.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
listen.
it's weird. It's almost like Alexa has been able to bring. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. I'll stop talking. No, go ahead.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm
No, no,
here.
no. No, you're right. No, it's like I want to say you're right on this one because there's been many. We've seen Charlotte like they've tried to make Charlotte a face many times, you know, and it's always forced. It's always hard to watch. And I know me and you talked about it. It is such a point where she now it's almost like they figured it out. Let's give her somebody to work with so that she's not it's not like because as a face you kind of have to relate, and let's be honest, Charlotte's not very relatable at times. I mean, am I wrong in that assessment? What do you think?
No, I don't think you're wrong in the assessment. I think the fact of the matter is, you know, uh, uh, Alexa is something about like if you think about it, the pairing makes sense because they're opposites and they have like if you think about it, even in their matches against each other, they have great chemistry and they have pretty solid chemistry. And but the key to me is that Charlotte, I think, is starting to understand at the point of the career that she's at. I think she understands that potentially like a singles run, maybe she'll have one more singles run, but in terms of her like being like maybe she'll win a championship, but her I think she understands that her time being at the top is probably no more, and she's starting to understand to be a role player. Because I said the four horsewomen, like the Becky Lynch's, the Bailey, like they're okay with being kind of like the role player and being an integral part of pushing the women's division. And this is the first real time I've seen like Charlotte ever do that.
Yeah,
Like no disrespect, but so it's pretty good to see that. And then on top of that, like I said, the women of NXT, they got to shine a bit at Evolution, and the division is absolutely stacked. It's so stacked, it's overflowing into Evolve, and you're starting to see like a crossover between Evolve and NXT now. And like we see like Tyra May Steele, you're starting to see like Tyndall Gray was on NXT yesterday, last night.
hmm
Carmen Petrovic is down there, Nikita Lyons is down at Evolve. But like, and you're starting to, and it kind of speaks to the evolution because you saw some NXT. Like, you're seeing that kind of growth between the brand, and I think that's why Evolution is always going to be a successful pay per view because you have a very stacked and loaded women's division. So all in all, it's just very impressive to me. So,
yeah. It's and you know what's great? It's like you watch like you can watch NXT or you'll watch Raw or you watch SmackDown, and like they'll bring some women out, and you go, shoot, I forgot she was there. Shoot, I forgot, and it's like it reminds you this is the pipeline. This is what they're trying to do. And then you add TNA being involved too. You know, we just saw Elegance, in the triple threat match. And it's like, I know people were having their thoughts about how WWE is just doing this for them. But at this point, of so many different companies
mhm.
like this, having the president of the company there, having their graphics. And in my work, to me, that's where I just look at it and go, this is what they want. This is what they're trying to do. And it really is a very blessed and awesome point. John Brooks, our guy here, saying, let's see, saving grace is between her and Alexa, or Charlotte and Alexa is making the tag team. Yeah, yeah. I mean, Charlotte and Alexa. And honestly, it's just everybody has wanted Alexa to do something. And for her and Charlotte to team up like this, or comes out and it's really good. So I got to give them credit, and I think they have done very well. I think Judgment Day, Raquel has done well. I don't think we're talking about Raquel Rodriguez enough because she's not a main player, but yet she's been able to be one of those backdrop people that have been able to keep storylines going. We know how great Roxanne's going to be. She's naturally beautiful. She's naturally technician. But honestly, and she did pop rocks to CM Punk in the tour. So that was kind of cool. And if y'all didn't check, I saw a tweet where AJ Lee was having fun with that one. So that was hilarious. Something about she was so proud of her daughter, or her daughter's never done wrong to her. So, so now that we're in the spot, WWE did something interesting with the women's title. They do not have a person to go against Stephanie Vaquer. So, what do you think needs to be done, or do we do a full tournament? What is things that we need to look at doing for the next go round here?
Um, Look, I think they said that more than likely she'll have an opponent, but it's because first of all, it's not fair to Stephanie Vaquer given this like in terms of like we're happy for like Naomi. Congrats to Naomi,
Yeah, yeah,
for her. Yeah, I think if you do, I guess the best way to kind of solve this is that there's going to be an opponent. Now, people say it's going to be EO, Rhea. I don't think it's going to be that simple. I don't. It has. If you do the tournament makes sense because you can have EO, Rhea, of course, but at some point, Vicaire was promised a women's title shot. So a tournament to me would not make sense. It would be a tournament to face Stephanie Vaquer because she did earn that right to win to be the number one contender. So now the situation becomes, I think you could go a lot of different routes. I think the mystery opponent to me is very interesting because to me it's fair because I don't think right now from a storyline perspective it would make sense for EO or Rhea to kind of go for the title now from a storyline perspective. You know,
yeah,
I'm curious to see who they go with because I don't feel a part of me feels is this person currently on the roster? Is it somebody we're not thinking of? Because the mystery opponent is it's because I think if it would have been EO or Rio, if it had been a triple threat, they would have announced it.
yeah,
So I'm curious to see who the mystery opponent because it was report we'll find the mystery opponent on Monday, on Raw, and when Raw it was is in Paris, and we'll see because it has to be because Stephanie Vaquer earned the opportunity, and she has a right to face an opponent, and it's just a matter of who. Is it somebody we're not thinking of? Could it be a
yeah,
Roxanne? Could it be EO? Could it be? It has to be someone that makes sense, and that's the penultimate thing. And like John saying, Stephanie deserves to be the number one contender for the. She earned, yeah. Because see, to me, I don't
yeah,
have an issue with the tournament, but if you do the tournament, the winner of the tournament faces Stephanie Vaquer. That to me would make a whole lot more sense. Is the winner of the tournament face Stephanie Vaquer? Stephanie Vaquer, like I said, she earned the opportunity. Do the tournament. If you do that to face someone or choose a worthy opponent to face Stephanie Vaquer, because I think that would be to me. If you're going to do an opponent, be an opponent that's worthy of it. If you do the tournament, the winner of the tournament, say have like Roxanne win it, and have Roxanne versus Stephanie Vaquer, I wouldn't mind seeing that match again. It wouldn't be the worst idea in the world. So I think those would be like the two ideal options to go.
I like the idea of that. My thing is, I've also looking at this potential maybe return of somebody. I'm wondering if Bianca might be involved eventually. You know, I mean, because I don't know how bad she's hurt. That's all. They brought her back to do the referee spot, so she didn't look bad. You know, and like I said, if she wants to take time off, I get it. But it would be great to see her back for the women's sake. But the other thing is, you're going to have to also work with SmackDown. And not only that, here's my problem. I almost feel like that women's title is now going to be forgotten because we're getting more attention on tag teams. And you have the Intercontinental title thing going on. So it's almost like a really good problem. And eventually you have to try to fix this and try to make it make sense. And I will say this. Rhea and Io, I like where they're going with it. The only problem I have is you're gonna have to find a way to get Io and Rhea. What I would do is make it where like at WrestleMania, they're going to be able to fight each other for a title, and Rhea finally, conquers the demon that is Io. Because I mean, if you're going to prolong it that long, and you can with everything you're doing, apparently, it's just it's like this, like John Brooks talking about with Roxanne and Stephanie. Roxanne and Stephanie could be that feud that could actually carry a brand, but to make a title worth something, right?
Yeah. Like I said, wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
Like I said, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world if you do kind of go that route. So, like I say, there's plenty of good ideas to kind of go around. But like if Roxanne and Stephanie's the plan, I'm not upset. Bianca, Bianca. We don't know like her health. I don't know if you want to put that at risk, for depending on her condition. But if it's a mystery opponent, I would think it would have to be Bianca Belair, given the
Bayley, or Bayley.
Yeah, because see, the thing is, you could go like I said, you can go different routes, and there's really no wrong answer I can really think of. It's just how do you make it work? Because the question is, who would make sense for Stephanie Vaquero to face?
I mean, one wrong answer we could say is, Maxine Dupree.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Now there's, for a while, I felt like the tag team division was getting hot in WWE, but lately it's now down to a damn, like, you have a good thing with LWO now. They're, it's like this. Who'd have thought? You give guys time, they can perform. But it's one of those that you realize, man, there's nothing going on in the tag team division. Then Xavier gets hurt. So one of your top heel teams is kind of on shaky ground. Maybe they'll figure something out. I think that's why they got Grayson with them. But I'm still going to say it. Penta and Phoenix need to start teaming up together. They need to find a way to get them back together. Because the Raw tag team division needs some help. You there?
Oh, I didn't know whether you were done or not. I didn't know. Because you didn't say, "Oh, your thoughts." I'm like, "Oh, okay." I'll just wait till he's. We're back on track. We're back on track. And no, I think Grayson Waller is kind of the protective situation. I think we're going to see Penta and Phoenix at some point, because the Raw tag team division, when you compare it to SmackDown's, it's not even close. It's how you doing, Devin? It's like it's not even close right now in terms of how strong the SmackDown tag. I could argue, maybe do you move a tag team from SmackDown to Raw? Because we saw with Sami Zayn all of a sudden wanted to compete for the United States Championship, and well, wait a minute. So anything could happen is what I'm saying. Because I'm thinking, oh, maybe they want to put Sami on the path to win a world championship. Nope. Let's put him on on the United States Championship path, which I'm not upset about, but I'm like, at some point he's got to win a world title, right? But anyway, that's a side conversation for another day. But going back to the tag team division, I think Xavier Woods' injury, I think that's why Grayson Waller was there, because I'm thinking WWE knew about it. We don't know how long he's had the injury. And I think having Grayson Waller there, you could have Grayson Waller team up with Kofi. And I think you can add a team from SmackDown and bring them over to Raw. You can start with with Penta and Phoenix, and I could argue: do you call up like Hank and Tank or the Culling? Because I'm looking at the Culling like what's left for them to do in terms of tag team. Because once again, NXT is facing a very similar problem with the tag team division.
Yeah,
It feels like because you think about it, they broke up Briggs and Inamura, and if Hank and Tank, you have the Culling, you have Dark State. Like I don't know.
You have that Chase U team, but you don't know if they're really going to be, they're going to use them and whatnot.
Yeah, and then I'd argue, do you to help the NXT problem? Like, do we see Swipe Right at some point get that call to NXT?
Yeah.
Because listen, they shown they can compete and they can go. If you watch Evolve, oh yeah, they can go as a tag team.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of right now. Let's see, Devin saying, "Oh, wait, I'm reading multiple things."
Hold on, I was trying to get it. So yeah, there you go.
So Devin is saying, like, I'm wicked biased. I assume he's from the northeast area of our country. Yeah. With I'm wicked biased. Yeah, I get the Boston vibe. And if you're not from Boston, Devin, I apologize.
Yeah,
I made that mistake about judging people, so it won't be the. So
sorry.
So I'm wicked biased. New York. Okay, so I was right. Northeast. So listen, I know geography. He's from New York.
Yeah.
She like his style. She like his flow because he's from New York. See, I can bring in it all together. Now, Devin was saying I'm wicked biased. New York, yeah. That's one for me. Because I said Northeast, so that's one for me.
High five to
says, I'm wicked.
She pegged it perfectly.
I'm wicked biased right now because I think Raw and SmackDown suck right now. They feel like the same show. They're advertising way too much. They don't have enough. They don't have everyone involved like they used to. Yeah, I get the vibe. I get where Devin is coming from. For Raw, it's the tag division, and for SmackDown, it's kind of figuring out what they're going to do with Tiffany Stratton and the next path for the women's title. It's so for me that I can understand why both are kind of ebbing or flowing the way that it feels. Because to me, it feels like NXT has been consistent, and that's saying a lot. Because NXT should be treated like a third brand, and then Devin says Jade should have won. See, I'd agree with you, Devin, but to me, what did it for me was when she did face Tiffany Stratton, she did the pin and literally Stratton's feet hit the rope. And to me, I'm in the camp like she has to be champion at some point, but and like I say, to me, I think Jade's become too easy of a target to me. And I do want her to be champion. My question is, do you get her involved with the United States Championship? Because I feel before we put the bigger belt, like, could you do something with her and Julia? Because like what on the mid card level? Because she already done faced Stratton, she faced the champ. Like, can we do something on the mid card level? Because Jade should be a champion. And I think people are like, well, I'm not saying just because what she did AEW should carry over. What I'm conjecturing is that you don't bring in Jade Cargill, and I think Jade was dethroning Naomi at Mania, but now, yeah, I think the plans for Jade right now, I think they want Jade to be champion, but they don't. But do you do it at the expense of someone who's kind of green as well in Tiffany Stratton? Like, that's the question. Like, how do you take the belt off of Stratton and somehow put it on Jade? And I think what made it work, because when Stratton was champion in that match, I'm like, how do we get like this? To me, I could make a case and be like, look, it makes it really difficult to me because I feel that Jade and Naomi, I think Naomi was going to put Jade over. I think Devin has a point. And I think somewhere along the way, maybe plans change, like the pregnancy changed. Like, listen, and listen, and no one's sitting there saying, it's a terrible thing, but plans change. And my question is, what's the plans for Jade? Because at this point, to me, I'd rather you have her go for the United States Championship right now than to go after the heavyweight, than to go after the big belt right now. To me, what's saving SmackDown right now is their tag team division. And it cannot be talked about enough about the ebb and flow of their tag team. Like, it's the most consistent thing I can argue across both brands is the tag team division. But at this particular point, I get where Devin's coming from. Excuse me. I understand where he's coming from. I just think that if you want to fix the Raw tag team division, I say you take a team from SmackDown, put it on Raw. I feel like you call up a team from NXT because Evolve, you can listen. Just to me, call up Swipe Right.
Yeah,
because
and I mean, there's also Swipe Right, but there's also that other tag team, the Cappuccino guys.
Yeah,
the Cartwheel Cappuccinos or whatever they're called.
Yeah, yeah. So there's options. Lord, John.
But I kind of give me a minute. I'm trying. I had no idea you could bring up Lash Legend and make her. All right. Here's my thought on Jade, and
we'll take a commercial break, and we'll hear more. So let's just say that we'll be right back with the commercial. Right? No, go ahead.
Man, I thought we couldn't do commercials anyway. No, here's my thought on Jade. It's a struggle. She is now really. I'm trying to say this in the most nicest way, but I can't. She is getting on Charlotte Flair territory, as in you don't connect to the audience. There is not a. It's crazy because I didn't think Tiffany was going to connect to the audience, but she has. So I understand you keep the belt on Tiffany. I actually do. I just think, honestly, it's just when I see Jade, it's almost like this. You see Jade in AEW. They were very careful on how they used her in the matches, short matches. They Goldberged her. All right. Now look at WWE. They're trying to give her like some ways to have some conflict, have some doubt, make people feel okay. She's a strong woman. We can get on her shoulders and just ride out the ride. Rhea Ripley is really good at getting people behind her. Okay. So it's not like this can't be done, but for some reason, I don't know. Let's put it this way. In the feud with Naomi, where Jade got attacked, you thought Jade was the heel and Naomi was the babyface. I mean,
yeah.
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I'm pretty confident I'm not.
No, that's pretty fair. And like Devin, I think. Listen, Lash is a star because how I know WWE feels she's a star because they released Jakara Jackson.
They released
and
everybody.
That let me, yeah. But specifically, when they released Jakara Jackson, that let me know that okay, they're going to push because see this is my thing, and I always use this parable is. Think about with the Iconics now the inspiration.
Yes.
Now, remember when they split? When they tried this Billy Kay and Peyton Royce. The goal was to make Peyton the star, the single star, and they really didn't know what to do with Billy Kay or Jessica McKay. They didn't know what to do. with Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson, it became clear what they wanted to do. At some point, they said, I think we maybe need to invest in Lash as a potential single star. And it's not a knock on Jakar Jackson or Omar Sade, who's now at TNA, but I think we're seeing that that's what we saw here. And that's why I say they see Lash as a star, which she is. Lash, I just think the core and bigger issue in all of this is when it comes to going back to Jade Cargill and Devin said, "Oh, my dude Osiris Griffin just won NXT tag titles, former old lineman from Q's." Yeah, shout out to him. And to that one tall guy in the group. Listen, that guy's never getting the belt. The other guy, like that. But
yeah, we're not talking about that one guy.
Yeah, that one guy. He's too focused on one part of the anatomy. We're not going to get into that. We're not talking about feet. In retrospect, that would be way, way better. But I think with the Jade Cargill problem is I don't think she's on Charlotte Flair territory. I think because to me, I always knew that Timmy Stratton would connect with the crowd because of her work at NXT.
Yeah.
To me, the challenge the challenge was how to was making her being when she was a heel essentially all the time.
Yeah.
It's like how can you translate that over with the crowd? And it did. And Snitsky, Jesus Christ, damn it. Snitsky did love himself some feet. He sure did.
Feet.
Oh man, I don't know why. My brain went to Heidenreich and Michael Cole. I don't know why. Anyway.
Oh.
I'm like, that look
Buttman
that look yeah. It's like Cole was legit scared. Like, oh, that wasn't acting. He thought Heidenreich was gonna go back and watch it, America. I'm not gonna tell you. But to go back to Jade, I don't think she's on in that Charlotte Flair conversation. I just think is that at some point she had I still feel that, how can I best say it? I feel that some of the in-rings, the work stuff, could still use work. I don't look at that as a negative connotation. I look at it as I think the crowd is somewhat behind her, but I just think it has to match the in-ring stuff. Because to me, Jade Cargill she could be a singles champion in WWE. Because we've seen men's or women's, we've seen worse. We've seen people who didn't get over. We've seen people who weren't great in the ring and they put belts on them. Now, you guys can decide which names those are, because I'm not trying to put anybody on Front Street. But the fact of the matter is, I think with Jade, at some point, putting her in a tag team doesn't make sense because Jade's out. Yeah, because you did it with Naomi, you did it, with Jade. I just think that with Jade, at some point, you have to make her challenge for the United States Championship first, like a mid card. Because see, the problem with what happened with AEW was you put AEW was a mid card belt, and she held that for a year. I just think start there before we put Jesus, Devin with the history lesson. Someone need to tell Santino, man, your sister. Let me tell you something. In a dark room and a ball of sangria, I don't know. Anyway,
that was some thick butter.
It's like if the lighting was slightly off, but say hello there. Oh, huh. All right, you wanna go back for a good I was gonna say something. I don't know what to say it, but I was gonna say, listen. We all know what happened with Eddie Murphy when he got caught. Like, you gotta be careful. That's all I'm saying. I don't know how we got there, but I don't know that's your PSA for the day. It's hey, like you used to say all. Like you used to say all like we watch Hill Street Blues, like let's be careful out there. Yeah, let's be careful out there. Let's be Rikishi dressed as the old lady for Stephanie McMahon. Yeah. Listen, Rikishi, listen. I don't know how we got on this subject matter, but like Rikishi, like oh man, we'll be right back. Oh, we have a question with the Dan Kennedy. Oh,
I see that.
Yeah. What's your opinion that Mark Henry made about the Raja Jackson? Oh, wait. Oh, this is the time I get to be the host. Hello, folks. I got nothing. No, I'm still. I'm nervous. I've never done this before.
Spellbounded. Here I am. I'm like, tell us.
So for those who don't know, there was an incident between Raja Jackson, who is a MMA fighter, and I was going to say Disco. I was going to say Disco Stu, but that's not his name. But the man's name was
Psycho Stu.
Psycho Stu.
Psycho Stu. Yeah.
Psycho Stu is never mind. So I got nothing. Exactly. I got nothing. Exactly. But so Michael, so I'll talk
welcome to our show. This is us. Hold on. And y'all said you missed this.
Yeah. What are we bringing to the table?
Santina, and now we're about to address Mark Henry, Mr. Handy.
So anyway. So my question to you was that about Mark Henry's thoughts about the incident. So I'm curious to get your thoughts, C-Dub, on the incident and anything else you want to add. Now Devin, I did have something, but it still felt like nothing. But so there you go.
All right, real quick, just to put a button on the Jade thing. I think Jade would benefit from maybe a U.S. title run, and then stepping up to Tiffany, something like that. Maybe be a part of a faction. Maybe have someone help talk for her a little bit. I think I will say this: Kiana James being with Julia is not bad.
Yeah, because that all. What I'll say this: what irked me is that it took them. It took them so long for them to kind of figure out something for her, and they drafted like. Here's the thing: they talked about like the quarterback draft class, like with the one with Kenny Pickett. You want to talk about a draft class that was bad? Like, remember when Kiana James was drafted? Remember when Blair Davenport was drafted? Hey, like it kind of feels like the same thing. It's like
Pepperidge Farm.
It's like Kiana James is gonna be a star, and then y'all just put her on the bench for months, and then you call up Blair Davenport, and then the best thing you could do was that, ironically enough, had her in a feud with Naomi. But anyway, continue. I'm sorry to mean to sidetrack, but it's like like go look at that draft class with Kenny Pickett, and like it's bad. In the words of future Hall of Famer,
Pickens,
and
Desmond Ritter,
the last like it's like Desmond Ritter's out of a job. Yeah, who drafted Malik Willis? Yeah. Remember when the Falcons said, I really remember when listen, I was saying go with Malik Willis. Listen, I wasn't right either. So anyway, so what do I know? Anyway, I'm sorry, finish. Continue your point on to put a button on the J situation, and then mention about with Psycho Stu. Psycho Stu made with sausage, not beef.
Yeah, because here's my thoughts about this. Okay, number one. Yeah, I know. I'm seeing the comments. Y'all are killing me here. Here's my thoughts, and this is I'm gonna be as blunt as I could possibly be. That man tried to kill that man.
This is the no smoke. You said blunt as in blunt as in talking. Care. Yeah.
The guy.
Wasn't it 22 hits or something?
Oh yeah. 22 hits. So he was too shy of 2 dozen. So this man is on his phone, live streaming, yelling at his people or fans even to the point saying, I will, give me 50 more subscribers. I'm putting the man in the body bag. There's a special place for people like that. It's called prison. I don't want to hear about the Cowboy or AJ Mana who is upset that he got fired. Dude, you said a receipt. You did not say lick back. You can touch your face all you want and act like you're a big dude. You're an idiot too. All right. It's called an idiot tax going around everybody. I thought Mark Henry's comments, as much as I respect him, was the most dumbest things I've ever heard a wrestler say. This man, tell me you didn't watch everything without telling me you didn't watch everything. Stu made it clear it was his apology, and even Raja even said, we cool. When obviously he wasn't. So here he is. He's on the live stream, cussing, getting mad. You could see him arguing with people. So I just look at it like this. A guy like that, sorry. It ain't a white, black thing. It's a you try to murder a person thing. He knocked him out with just the slam. Because his hands were not nowhere to protect him. They were cross formation. You thought the man got crucified because he was laying them. And he wasn't. You know how some guys, when they go MMA style and they do the ground and pound, some will miss punches totally? No, he was precision. And my thing is this. People like, oh, well, he's MMA. It kicks on and he has to be physical. Part of mixed martial arts is controlled violence. I don't want to hear Rampage talk anymore. I'm done. Every time he says something, he just contradicts himself on another thing. It's me to try to make another black incident when I'm going, man, could have died. Am I the only one missing that point? We're not looking at I'm looking at the guys in the ring. I'm wondering why the hell guys weren't running in trying to stop it right away. And then the thing that pisses me off the most is not just the fighting. It's not just the guy saying, get your lick back or get your receipt. It's the company saying, do not talk to the cops. And people saying, 30th. And, but the other people going, yeah, no, you don't fucked up. So, yeah, I don't care for, and look, they lost their privilege to be in the WWE ID program. Do you really think that they were going to stick with you after this? And here's the other thing. No one has heard from Rikishi. But man, if Jey Uso takes the L at Clash at Paris, he'll be talking crap. So I don't want to hear Rikishi. So I just want people to take accountability for what they did. Man, and by the way, be careful on some of the help things, but Miro post his to donate if y'all can. Please, I say try to help. I would love to. I unfortunately had a lot of car issues this past Monday, so my money is zero. Hold on, I feel like Penta, zero money. So, but yeah, I just try to give something if you can. I mean, it's just that was horrible, and I just am aggravated with the voices trying to defend. And then, by the way, I know Ladarius gets aggravated with this too. Stop telling us, oh, he's 25. 25 and you just almost murdered a man. Guess what that is? Murder! So, well, there is. I'll let you say what you like about this too.
Oh, they want to hear from you. They want to hear from me. We want to hear from you, and we'll be back at the top of the hour with all the hits from the 80s, 90s, 2000s, and today. It's the CLR Sirius XM radio.
Pink Pony Club.
Maybe take that. We're not playing today's hits. We'll just stick to the 80s, 90s, and the 2000s.
Damn you. You got me on that.
That was a mistake on this DJ. That's what I get for missing a day's work.
Look, if y'all are not offended by now, by the way, April Ron is in the house. You know, Ron, I sent you the link. If you want to join, you can. We're just talking wrestling tonight or today.
Tonight.
So, we talked about, all right, let me ask the question, what show do you think, because I'm going to go here, Raw and SmackDown both have been lagging, or it's not feeling like, it's almost like incomplete, almost like you're not getting the full investment you were getting before. What is like some things you've been noticing, and what are concerns for you for SmackDown and Raw?
Well, first of all, before we get there, I'll put my DJ back on. I'm playing the hits from the 80s, 90s, and today. Devin said, you guys haven't. Yeah, we haven't, and we should. You know what, Devin? We have a social responsibility, and
Damn it.
We let it down because somebody took the time to sing Chapel Roan. I won't say who.
First of all,
oh boy,
white girl music reigns supreme in this man's head. All right. Number 2, this is a football topic. I don't remember seeing Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift at WWE events. And trust me, if they are, the camera's going to them. They'll cut someone's entrance off just so they can see that. Oh, wow. Interesting. Okay, 26, throw the shit.
Yeah. You know what, Devin, you're doing great. I didn't even get a chance to, C-Dub, pull, wanted to, pull his, he likes his white. Listen, listen, I'll say this, I'm a huge Taylor Swift fan.
Okay.
And what was, why did you do it like that? You know what? This is why I don't say about my feelings on this show.
I was giving you like good. This is okay.
I don't like the way you gesticulated your hands. Like it's like,
Hold on, yo, bro. It's me. I listen to some Taylor Swift. I listen to everything.
Okay, all right, okay. Well, the name 5 Taylor Swift songs. Go.
Well, we got 21. We got
wasn't it 22? Wait. Wasn't it 22?
I'm working on the list. You can't.
No, you literally no. The song is 22. I think it's 22, not 21.
Okay, well, my bad there.
You're thinking of Adele's album 21.
Oh well, look, that's a very good album though, man. You can't really hate on it.
Listen, I shouldn't be cooking. Like, listen, you. Anyway, go back to the turn of the conversation. So name 5 songs.
God damn it, I can't remember right now. Why gotta throw me out here like this? So we got
see, Devin's like,
no, I'm just being honest. It's fine.
Thank you, Devin for backing me up. I don't know about you. Hey, I'm feeling 22 when you're standing next to me. Now we know the song. Okay, great. You thought she was 21. It was 22. Tisk.
Oh, it was 21. Anyway. I messed up. It happens. I'm an old geezer. Cut me some slack.
Oh, because you're old. So you want your age to be an excuse. Okay.
Yes.
So when I screw up, what would be my excuse? You're
Ladarius. You don't screw up. Bam.
That's a lie. That's a lie. We both That's a lie. We both.
I got you.
I think me saying that was the mistake right there. So we'll no. Okay. So
if you
anyway,
made a mistake, I just look and go, you know what, man? Ladarius gets more right than wrong. I got him. That's what I do. I'm not like Booker T going, oh, hell. I thought Booker T and Vic were about to throw hands actually at one point in the commentary booth. Those two bicker like a couple. It's hilarious.
Great television. Anyway, so we gotta So congrats to listen. It's a great love story. A lot of bad blood going on. It's a perfect love story. Oh my God! Will the wedding be? Will it be an August wedding, or will it be? Do we have to go back to September to kind of figure that out? See, I just literally gave this. I gave this man 3 Taylor Swift songs. Anyway, I'm severely under. I'm under.
Hold on. You know what's funny though? You just did the name 3. You name 3 songs, but here's my problem. In my head, I'm doing the following. I mean, they could get married then, but Travis, with the football schedule, they might as well get married in the springtime after the Super Bowl. Maybe not after the Super Bowl. I literally am trying to plan a wedding here now when I really don't have no reason to.
Why did I show up to the show again? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm wondering. Hold on. And by the way, okay, hold on. I got to say this. Halftime Super Bowl wedding, I'm down with it. Why not? If they could do weddings at wrestling shows, they could do a wrestling wedding at a halftime show.
Yep, Pastor Roger Goodell. Pastor Roger Goodell presiding.
Oh
yes,
no,
I'm a minister. Well, technically, he used to be a lawyer, so he could be a magistrate. So maybe he could.
I would let Andy Reid do it. I think Andy Reid should be the one that marries them.
Bro, no, Andy Reid's like me, man. Where them cheeseburgers at? He's like me. Listen, let's wrap up this love story and let's get to them burgers. Okay. And also, if you do a Super, I feel like you should. I think you should call Jagged Edge to sing "We Ain't Getting No Young." Like that would to me would be, you see Taylor Swift, doing what to see how she dances that song would be. Anyway, we got to get back to wrestling because see John.
Yeah. I'm about to say we definitely have veered off.
Oh yeah. Jeff Jarrett used to be she used to babysit Jeff Jarrett's kids. He talked about. I remember he talked about it on his podcast one time that and they had a picture of her at a keyboard or something. Yeah. Oh wait. Man. Is that where she learned to play the guitar? Well, wait. We're learning things.
He had to teach her how to sing. I'm sitting here with my baby tonight.
Man, listen, that's still a banger music video.
That and Ass Man. Those are the best 2 songs.
No, that's with the guy in Dark State. That's his favorite.
He heard that song recently. He's like, that is my whole agenda.
Anyway, okay. So okay. So
I got to watch that whole thing where Dark State's just talking. Joe Henry comes out, and then he just comes up to Joe. And Ava and Joe Henry both looking at each other going, there's something wrong with him. You think?
Yeah. And then Devin putting up a fun fact. Spend my days working on the go with Taylor Swift. That's a fun fact. That is a fun fact. It was going to be on her LP, like her first album, but Jeff's like, nah, he's like, you're a great songwriter. You could write. So I argue that Jeff Jarrett maybe inspired Taylor Swift's career with the guitar. She saw that music video and went, I know what I want to do.
Hold on. He may need to be the one that needs to actually be at the wedding, at the halftime show. What's up, Ron?
Listen, I still say Jagged Edge. So, listen.
Jagged be cool too now.
Do relationship. Yeah. No, you listen, Ron, I love you. You're just gonna pop on this show and say, oh, okay, all right. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do.
You're messed up.
That's messed up, bro. Come on, don't be muting yourself. Hold on. I can't himself. Oh God, you're such a
What's
trust.
that,
They're
y'all?
gonna show up here. Man, gonna show up here, and they're gonna tell. Listen, I don't go to his place of work. I don't go on his pod. You know, pops and him, brother. I don't go and say I don't pop on his show and tell him what to do. But no, he shows up here because he does 11 shows, and then he go tell. You know what? Or is my mic on? Yeah, I don't care. It's okay.
Wow.
You know, I was gonna retire King Petty, but looks like listen, just like hey, 2026 maybe LeBron's last season, but listen, I'm in year 2 or 3? We're just ramping up. King Petty, get my jersey at the Raptors.
Wow.
I got more work to do. KP is back.
Wow.
We're gonna make jerseys now. I got to do that. We're gonna
Number
have 47. We're gonna have King Petty.
Number 47, King Petty.
Wow.
I'm sorry. No, it's actually King Petty. Like you see, because I'm King Petty and I'm being petty. So
Wow.
you see, I'm just living up to my name. You know, hey Ron, how you doing, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good. How y'all been?
Great.
So
you know, someone came on the show and
doing the heel turn.
yeah, this is the heel turn I think the people want.
Wow.
Like, oh, the baby face. Nah, I'm Shawn. Listen, I'm Shawn Michaels, Sweet Chin Music, Marty Jannetty. That's what I'm doing. Right through the glass. Right through the glass.
What's up, y'all?
What's up, man? We were just talking about wrestling, but then someone talked about someone brought up Taylor Swift and Travis. You know, their engagement. Someone brought up halftime wedding. I think that should be the trick. If they don't make the Super Bowl, they have to have their wedding at the halftime show.
I'm not gonna sing. I'm not gonna sing because I was told because I don't want to get a. So clearly, because that's the equivalent of 2 thumbs down around here apparently. So
somebody just
Taylor Swift songs now.
Somebody just give me the baby powder of that wedding or
baby powder at a wedding. You know, that's like a whole different type of wedding.
Because it like every year for the past 4 years we got the NFL just push this on us, and I like enough is enough. Now I'm having nightmares about this shit, and I don't want to have nightmares about her in the NFL. But that's just my opinion. But Raw and SmackDown not the same no more.
No.
Maybe Ron got bad blood. Ron not about that mad love. Ron ain't about that bad blood. Hey, here comes Ron right now. Baby powder, one hand right now. Other hand is smacking his hand. Get Coach Raw, get him out of that. Get Coach Raw out of this press conference. Oh, it's too.
Man, I
coach now.
I tried to say coaches. I just see the there's just legend.
No, what you see me on stage and with Sequin singing this song? Yeah, I can too. It's gonna be great.
Well,
listen, I gotta pay. How much? I'm 6'4". How much for those sequins? All right, fine. I'll pay it. Fine.
Wow.
And then Ron with the paper powder. Why?
Coach Ron, run the other way.
Zach
Robertson, look out! Hey. Okay, I'm sorry.
I think Raw and SmackDown need some new writers, in my opinion, because it seems like we keep on getting the same old thing with the same old people. They don't know how to write new material, in my opinion.
Okay, Devin. Like, okay. You seen the Big Show? We're surprised. Listen. You stack about 5 Big Shows, that's the Jolly Green Giant, but yet the 6'4" is the Shocking. Okay,
Wow.
I get it. 6'4" is Shocking. Listen,
Hey.
if I was sick, like you
Remember-
see these, like imagine like these hands with baby powder will probably do a little bit more damage. Just putting it out there. Just putting it up.
Wow.
I can slap
I'm
3
gonna
people
tell
at
you,
once.
if Ladarius got the baby powder, that would be. Hold on, we might have to have slap fight, y'all.
You know what I'm doing? Apparently, we're outsourcing jobs. So Ron's being me, so I have to be Ron, and C Dub is being Chaperone. So clearly, we all are not in the same roles are today. So
Wow.
so Ron has to sing on the show, and then I have to use baby. Listen, that's what I do on the show, Ron. I don't always talk about football.
My voice.
Listen, they sell cough drops. Don't do that. I'll send you some cough drops. Don't worry about it. Yeah, can you get my guy some cough drops? Give him the honey kind. Yeah, don't get him the store brand kind. Get him the Halls. Like only the best. Only the best.
Go back to the Russo comment.
Yeah, no problem.
Please.
No problem. Right there.
Him and WWE/WWF, they don't need him no more. I said younger writers.
God, I am so tired of writers. It's more like I just feel like wrestling, like 2025. I think everyone's kind of just like took in whatever lane they're in, and
Right.
kind of went, I'm going to drive 45
Right.
when I'm supposed to be driving 65.
Right.
And, AEW is guilty of just really just screwing up the whole poach.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't even talk about them. The old saying, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all.
Yeah.
And then WWE, though, I know. Go for it.
No. Listen,
I was going to let you hot tag that one. You looked excited about that.
Because my friend Ron here, I feel has something to add to the show, and he doesn't want me singing. He doesn't want me to be my. He doesn't want me to be my best.
He
wants to put me in a corner. And
nobody puts Ladarius in a corner.
Actually, listen, play the wings. You can put me in a corner. Listen, that's not the worst idea. Let's with some wings and you got some Kool-Aid. I'll be in a corner. I ain't gonna say a word for about 20 minutes. I might fall asleep. So you might have to wake me up.
Wow. Whoever
can't be drunk. See, Devin, I would sing it, but I don't want. I know my creativity is being stifled. So,
we're not.
It's gonna be. Listen, man. He ain't talking about Canada Dry either. He's talking about that Arizona Death Valley Dry.
Wow. AEW just, to me, in my opinion, a knockoff of WCW.
Yeah.
Let me say
we can bring back Disco Inferno. I'm sorry. I'll put myself on mute. I'm sorry. I'll stop talking.
No, you're right, Ladarius. That's where I was finna go.
Yeah.
They remember WCW back in the day. Now look at AEW.
Yep. You know what? Jeb Jarrett. Yeah, you're right. So the question is, if that's the case, then is RoboCop showing up again? And who's going to be Glacier? And let's see, what else? Are we going to have? Listen, they had Nitro Girls. I don't see no AEW no dancers. So I'm just saying.
Trust me,
what does dancing girl got to do with wrestling? I listen. It worked.
You right.
Listen, no one was knocking the Nitro Girls, but I tell them, basically they were treated wrestling has a halftime show. Interesting,
right? And look who calling the matches. Who calling the matches?
Well, man, they got JR, they got Tony Schiavone. I really like Tony Schiavone.
Right. I like
Because
him
you
too,
can, but he be some nights he be
WECW.
like, man, he remembers he like listen, like there be some nights where he be on there like, man, I remember when WCW did this back in 1990.
Yeah.
He remembers. Like, I remember that.
Thank
Like,
you.
Hold on. Tony Schiavone is calling the match with like some liquor, and he's doing this number.
Like,
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Right.
yeah, he's got some cognac in his hand.
Right.
Oh yeah,
So
Booker T, Ric Flair. I remember that. Yeah.
So my whole thing is they WCW in 2025.
Yeah, yeah, that's fair.
That's what they remind me of. And I was there when WCW finally got over the hump.
Oh, is that where the baby powder gimmick started? Listen, I'm a journalist. I'm asking questions here.
No, but
No. Now we need to know where the baby powder came from.
the baby powder is,
Ron Baby Powder Thomas.
that's my other
LeBron.
ego.
That's where you got it from. That's what LeBron got it from Ron. Okay, we're making sense.
They
now.
did my other ego. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like Bruce. Yeah, like Bruce Wayne, Batman. Yeah,
Right.
you
right.
Baby Powder. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, the boxes are checked. Like me and King Petty. Yeah, it's just different personas we bring.
See, you crazy. But that's how I look at AEW today. WCW, they got JR, they got who you just said, JR was in WCW back in the day.
Oh, John, pull up the comment.
All right, I got you.
What crying about back? I'm done.
Man, what's this white powdery substance? Is this cocaine? No, it's baby powder.
I'm done. But that's how AEW is to me, in my opinion. A knockoff or WCW. And go back to that Vince and Russo. Everybody don't remember Vince and Russo were in WCW. He was the writer. And all that bullshit back in early 2000, he did it. Me and Vincent Russo don't really get along, you know. A lot of bullshit was there, and I seen it. And my dad had to call him out on it, and it was nasty. I would say that, but
would you say that a white powdery substance might have been used?
Or backhand.
Exactly.
Let me clear this up. In the locker room, it was used.
Wait, what?
In the locker room, it was used back in the day.
Yeah, because listen, I saw the Big Show before he put on the singlets. Yeah, you need a lot of baby powder. That part I get. As a husky gentleman, I understand why you would need baby powder.
Wow.
No, I need the whole. I need the whole bottle, player.
Wow.
Hey, if you swinging by Rite Aid, give me some chocolate bars while you're there.
Wow.
Don't give me that muscle milk. Give me some Dr. Pepper and some candy. I'll be ready to go in the main event.
But that's how I look at AEW today. WCW.
Look, AEW did a show where they couldn't figure out how to do a Money in the Bank style contract.
Mm-hmm.
So what do? They're changing the rules, so you have to give a week's notice. And I'm going, so you screwed this up.
Mm-hmm. WCW.
And then you look over what they did with the crazy ass cage match.
Mm-hmm. WCW in
yeah.
2000.
Oh yeah, I know. Trust me, it's some of the stuff I see and I go, it needs to stop.
Right.
What's so funny is Marina Shafir climbs up the cage to join them.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody on the face side could climb a cage, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
They were just stunned in shock of a door. Going, no. I swear they became Kevin Hart. No.
Right.
He's not ready.
Imagine 2000 and I would say one when Vin Russo was not in the back no more. He was out, in front of the video camera back then.
Yeah.
That WCW, aka AEW.
Yeah.
Because they got so much talent, they don't know what to do with everything. Everybody. They don't let personality take over. Let me say that. Can we agree to that?
I mean, no, I don't think you're wrong.
Yeah. Baby powder should not be banned in locker rooms. I absolutely agree.
But no, seriously, you're not. You're right in that. It's just here's the problem.
Wait. I was being serious too, but okay.
Yeah. No, I got you. Baby powder. Well, first of all, baby powder should never be banned from a locker room. Trust me.
Listen. I can't sing. I'm being stifled. So I'll just be here if you need me.
I am not stifling you. I was actually agreeing.
No, I had to make you agree, and I don't feel comfortable with that.
Just trying to get back to what we're.
No, you're right. Listen, this is a rest. I try to entertain. It's okay. That's what I bring. I don't bring anything else but entertainment.
You are doing wonderful. All right, but what I was going to say about
I know he's lying. When he leans in the camera, then I know he's lying. Love you, man. Love you, man. You're doing great. You're doing great.
Even Ron's shaking his head.
Hashtag mission accomplished.
Yeah, baby powder looks like so much like a wild.
Wow.
Oh, he does have a proclivity of sniffing white powder. Now, Jack Swagger or Jake Hager, whatever he wants to go by, or as I like to say, BSer. He came on, talked about Tony Khan, a meeting, and then what's funny is FTR responds to saying we were at that meeting. And when you saw Dax say something, you go, "Oh, that's just Dax." But when Cash Wheeler puts out there, "Here's the message," and it's like going, "Oh, I see something. Oh, here we go. This is another thing. Can we trade baby powder for Becky Lynch? I would rather have the baby powder replace Becky." Oh, John. Hold on, Ron. Give me a minute. And I just gotta bless this. Ladarius, go. I know how you are about Becky. Go ahead.
No, you know what? It's America. You do what you want to do. You can say what you want to do. John, I think you're a good guy. But just because you're a good guy doesn't mean you're always the right guy. So we have our opinions, and that's okay. But if I hear one more comment talking about Becky Aloysius Irish Rose Lynch on this show again. John, we have our laughs. And sometimes a hashtag no laughing matter. And listen, I'm known for my serious work. And I'm not known for comedy. I'm known to be, I stick to the material. I don't make people laugh. And I follow the rules. You two don't say a word. Now, can we it's just that Becky Lynch as a heel isn't working for me. Listen, it's in the First Amendment to the you have a right to freedom of speech. But I'd argue this. would you want Becky to be a face? Because if you go at the because listen, because here's what happens. If you want Becky to be the face, that means Nikki Bella is the heel. Do you want that? Do we like because to me, you might as well. Becky, I understand Becky may rub people the wrong way, but guess what? That's the job of a heel. That's my point I made about Charlotte Flair. I've never liked Charlotte Flair until now because she was so great at being a heel. That means she did her job. Like Logan Paul, oh, we hate that guy. He's done his job. Like I said, Logan Paul will never be a heel. Not in the immediate future. He will never be a face. He's going to always and forever be a heel.
Yep.
Because they mix in a little bit of his personal stuff. He's not liked personally. He's not liked in wrestling, and he just leans into it. And Becky Lynch heard all the Becky Hogan talk, and she's leaned into it. I said, to me, Becky Lynch was given the fuel, I'd argue, to be a heel. We leaned into it. She leaned into it. Because the face thing was like, oh, I'm not Becky Hogan. But you saw when she came out in that yellow jacket and that red shirt, she leaned into it. So I understand where you're coming from, John. I really do. And I'm not, listen, do I love Becky Lynch? Absolutely. Do I sound like Blacklock? Yes, I do, which is Black Matlock. For those who didn't know, to break down the term. Blacklock. Not Mookie Blaylock, Blacklock. Two different things. But the point is,
Mookie was about that white powder.
Yeah, how many threes?
All the
Yeah.
time.
So that's why he liked the free throw line because White, yeah. He there was no blurred lines. But
hey.
But my point is that I understand. I'll say this, like to me, John, I'm not upset at what you said, John. It's just what she does well is lean into it. It's like we look at football. Like Tom Brady leaned into the heel stuff. Like if you want to use football and wrestling terms, Tom Brady's probably the ultimate heel. And he's like listen, winning to some people don't like when you win sometimes. It's why we didn't like the Patriots. Like, unless you lived in a certain part of the country. Because we didn't like success. Becky, all I'm saying is before I throw it back to you and I'll put myself on mute and I'll dance around my yard. But the point is, Ron, look, the shaking of the head, you know where I am. You're smart. Like Ron looking away. Don't look away, Ron. You stare me in the eye. Your eyes should be locked in with my 4 eyes, and then. Okay, now I know. Yeah, okay, yeah. You see, we're locked in now. And then with C-Dubs, C-Dub put the glasses back on, and then we leave it. Because you got to see what's going on. But but yeah. So like I say, John, I get it because I understand it. I put it that way. It's like people didn't like my opinion of Charlotte Flair. For years, like people still don't like when I put Charlotte Flair fourth. I'm like, I thought that was popular. It was very unpopular.
For me, when it comes to Beck.
Oh, is he cutting me off? Oh, he's pulling the Oscar stuff. Okay, all right. I'll take my Oscar and leave. King Petty out. King Petty out. Now, where are them cheeseburgers at?
Hold on, time out. If y'all are wondering what's going on, my connection is kind of like spotty for some reason. So I'm trying to understand what's going on. So I thought Ladarius was done. So that's my bad because of the system.
No, what happened is Ron looked away and I made Ron stare in my eyes to be locked in to the show. And now he's pulling a Stevie Wonder and he needs to get back on track.
All night long.
That was Lionel. Wait, that's Lionel Richie. Oh my God, we're cooked. You see Lionel Richie? What the hell was that? I did Hello. I did Dancing on a Ceiling, and he pulls out. You think I sung that song? Oh man.
Man. Let me say this: which heel is the top heel in wrestling today?
I'm going to say Seth. I think Seth and his crew are the top heels right
Yeah.
now.
Okay. So somebody told me a while back they were like Dominique was the top heel in wrestling today. And I said Steph freaking Rock Steph was the top heel today. They were like Steph don't sell that much merchandise like Dominique do. So I want to ask both of y'all who said the top merchandise as a heel right now.
See, at this point, I don't know anymore because it's like at first they said Carrion, then they have another guy, they have other people. It's almost like this: who's hot at the month?
Right,
Because Drew McIntyre came out with the board at work thing, and
right,
that got on like gangbusters.
right,
It really that's how it is lately, and it's sad because I feel like they're doing a lot of work on Raw. Like on Raw, I could say Seth Rollins, his crew, that's the main heel group.
right,
On SmackDown, I can't tell you because it could be Solo and his boy and his
right,
mini family tree,
right,
but then it could be Drew McIntyre. It could be, and I'm going to go here. Logan Paul could pull off being the top heel
mm,
on SmackDown because at least when he's there, he draws the attention.
right,
It doesn't feel like that all the time, and that's
right,
where I'm concerned about SmackDown. And it's what I like to say is you can't always rely on a heel turn
right,
to save you.
right,
You got to eventually make sure that the guys you got and guys like the storylines you said about the storylines, they need to be good,
right,
but it's almost sometimes I think they do too much with the storylines.
right. It
Let the wrestlers be creative.
right.
Let them come up with stuff.
It like I
The more
just
unpredictability. Like,
right. Me personally, I just getting tired of seeing the same old wrestlers. Like when they're gonna add
yeah,
more wrestlers to Raw and SmackDown from TNA and from the wrestling company who
the
W
NXT.
yeah NXT. Thank you. So when they're
Yeah.
gonna move wrestlers up, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, there's going to be call-ups, but honestly, I think it's like this. What you don't want to have is a bunch of call-ups,
Right,
and then those call-ups aren't being used,
right,
because that's the worst thing.
right,
You want people to be able to feel like they're being active and being used. I think what they're doing with TNA and NXT, I think that's really good. I think
right,
there's a few wrestlers that are on TNA that could actually benefit in going into the main roster. But
right,
I don't think it's a whole lot of them though. That's the thing.
right.
I think NXT, like Obafemi, I think he's getting closer to being called up. Ethan
Right.
Page should be getting called up. I think there's some guys ready for that next step. The question is, what are they going to do when they get them?
Right. And
Because-
go back to what I just said about the writing.
Well, you have to have goals with these guys.
Right,
You got to make sure that you have a plan of attack, like you said. It's not just writing; it's literally having a vision for each person.
right,
And some people just cannot, fathom that.
Right.
So that and then I know someone was talking about the Becky Lynch situation with Kelly Osbourne. I think the best thing to do a private apology. Make sure everything's all good with that. Move on. Because my thing is, I get it. In wrestling, you're going to say stuff, and I'm not crapping on how Kelly should feel because she
Right.
lost her dad, and it was very emotional. So, but all I'm saying is, sometimes got to pull back. Let's just address what happened. We move
Right.
on, and we keep it going, moving forward.
Right.
And that's kind of how I see it, because I don't think Becky was in the total wrong.
Right.
Now, I would like to say this, though. If you're telling me a writer went up to her and said, read this, and she wasn't allowed to look at it and go, oh, hell no, I got a problem with the writer.
Right.
So that's just my thing. But we haven't really heard a whole lot of stupid. And if anyone could say that, that could be Nikki Bella after. First of all, can we please stop having Nikki Bella out doing promos? Because everybody has to hit her with the John Cena line.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost as bad as someone, doing the catch me outside thing.
Right.
We know it's coming. Because, dear Lord, Becky Lynch murdered and roasted poor girl. And I know you loved it. Well, there you better get yourself off mute, because I know you loved that one. Because that was hilarious.
Oh man, let me tell you something. My Irish eyes were smiling. Oh my, let me tell you something. Oh man,
He does a great rendition of it too.
yeah. I can't think because Ron's here. Sorry.
Well, no, I was saying about the promo, because you were saying that promo word by word on that one.
Listen, but she was like, "Oh, my husband's the hot husband, and you were supposed to be," and then she freezes and then goes, "You can't see him anymore," and I'm like, that's a whole run. And see, and then here's what's worse. They had like a montage of everybody roasting her for that. Listen, when Ronda Rousey gets to make that joke about you, Nikki Bella, that's never good. And what made it, I'll tell you right now, what made it funny was that it's like she was still talking about this man is married. And it's like you got, and unfortunately stuff happened to Nikki Bella, but it's like the thing is this, like it felt like legit, like they were gonna get married and they were gonna but the reality, life happens when it comes to adults and marriage and life like that. I'm the only single guy on this panel, so I wouldn't know about those type of decisions, because I guess because I sing too much, maybe that's why.
Wow.
Or your singing is always appreciated, my friend.
No, you tell that to Ron, because Ron pulled a sweet chin music on my music. Ron just threw me through the second floor of a plate glass window like
Ron,
Barkley.
you're gonna have to allow it.
So,
not the double plate of gas.
Yeah, I didn't. You see, Barkley, why'd you do that? I didn't know. I felt terrible about it, but then I didn't feel so terrible about it.
Wow.
It was up my choice. I throw him through a 4-story plate glass window, if I had the opportunity. We'll be right back with basketball right after this on ESPN. But I think the fact of the matter is that the whole Becky Lynch thing would kill. To me, if the writer, to your point, C-Dub, if the writer wrote that and tried to make her say it, I look at the writer. But I feel that if you have the status of Becky Lynch, the question is, did she have a say in I'm not saying that? Because it's not the first time WWE has kind of pulled that but not to this degree, where they, and given the freshness of Aussie's passing, I think that's what made it worse.
Yeah.
Had she just stopped the joke about the first part of the joke, had she stopped, no backlash. But sometimes, as we know, if you keep continuing on with stuff, at some point you're going to talk yourself into trouble, and that's essentially what happened. Had it been I think the first line was with Aussie, the best thing to leave out of Birmingham was Aussie. The crowd's yeah, we love Aussie here in Birmingham. You leave it there. It's the back end stuff. He moved to L, and I'm yeah, like I said, she was being a heel, but see, John, I understand where Kelly Osbourne's coming from, because that was her dad, and she doesn't understand how wrestling. And like her dad was on, WB programming, but I put it this way, if you're not a fan of the product, she was offended. Like if you were just some random person in the crowd and that was your first wrestling show, you knew nothing about wrestling, then you might say, man, that's offensive. To wrestling fans, it was maybe nothing, but to her, that was her dad. And so I'm not saying Kelly Osbourne doesn't have a right to feel I don't tell people how they feel because everyone feels differently about different situations. But like I said, I'm not disagreeing with you, John. It's just from Kelly Osbourne's standpoint, she was offended. It's like if like a comedy in general has been under attack because like if you mix and like I don't tell people what side of the spectrum you go on it, but it's like what's the material because you can joke about serious stuff because I've always said that in comedy there's an element of drama. Mm-hmm. It's like I tell people like I didn't mean to take over the thing, but I'll say this and I'll be done. It's like I use this example of two different people. I use Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey, we know him as a funny guy, Ace Ventura, the Cable Guy, When Nature Called.
Yep.
But he also did serious stuff like The Truman Show, The Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. He did, I think, Apartment 23, I believe. He did serious work and said, why was he so great at it? Because when you're funny, because there's elements of darkness that goes into comedy and drama. And so for him to do drama was like a piece of cake to him. And then I tell people this as something else that kind of works. And another person that I tell people when you look at their work and their background who's the opposite is Denzel Washington. Because Denzel Washington has never done a comedy. Unless you want to count The Preacher's Wife as a comedy, that's your opinion. But for him, it's like he's like off the like his interviews, like he does, he's hilarious. Like when he talks to promotes his stuff. But like the man is a 2-time Oscar winner, and ain't a lot of 2-time Oscar winner. Oscar's been around almost 100 years.
Mm-hmm. Why?
Because he's focused on drama and he inserts comedy in between some of his serious stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, it's like I'm gonna use, and I'll say this and I'll be quiet. It's like when you look at like your like superheroes, like Deadpool's an example of like he's funny, but there's some serious stuff in there too. But it's in a comedic way. You're like, okay. It's like you watch Deadpool, Wolverine, like it's some serious stuff going on, but it's the little humorous stuff in between that makes the movie better. Because the movie itself is not a comedy. But there's huge and it's not a comedy by any stretch. But to the point is that some people are great at taking something serious and making it funny, but trying to make something funny serious is a whole different ballgame.
Yeah.
It's just that's why I say, and that's why I say I'm not upset at Kelly Osbourne because I understand. If you're not a fan, I understand. So it's like people can understand. It's like, oh, it's just a joke to her. She lost her dad, and that to her wasn't a joke. Like to wrestling fans, like she got the heat and all of that. But to Kelly Osbourne, she's not a wrestling fan. She's not like the three of us here on this panel. She saw us as a shot at her dad who can't defend himself. And probably her dad would have liked the joke because he was like, the man performed. And so he's like, he understands it.
Yeah.
So I'll put myself back on mute and back to the show. Oh, Darius, you can sing. Oh, thanks, C-Double. No. And then John.
I'm sorry no. I saw the little thing spinning. And I'm going, okay, come on, let me talk. So I am going to figure out why StreamYard is being so retarded with me. So that will be number one. But these are called working the kinks out. But yes, C-Double, you can, or Ladarius, you can always talk. Here's what I'm going to say to this. And this is, again, Becky Lynch I don't see Becky Lynch being told, or it's like this: if Becky Lynch didn't say anything, Becky Lynch isn't going to be in trouble.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. If Becky Lynch does something, she's not getting in trouble. She's got the cachet. All right.
Yeah.
People have that, whether you like it or not. And honestly, it's not like Becky's that evil. I mean, look, she's doing what she's supposed to. I think the whole thing with Ozzy, and kind of I like what Ladarius said. Ozzy would probably have laughed at this. But because of what happened, because of what all was going on with Ozzy, it's very more like a raw nerve. And joking about it will hurt people. And honestly, that's why I say you take the L. It's not even that hard. And you just go, hey, our bad. You know what? Our bad. And you move on. And you know what? She could still be a heel about it. All right. Yeah. She could say, yeah, I apologize. But I think it's like this. When I look at the women's division, I don't look at Becky as a problem. I don't. I think Becky is actually one of the best parts of it because she is going to, whoever gets that rub, good moment, all right, or a really good match or something's going to happen where, that title gets taken to another level, but the title's getting attention.
Right.
That's my thought. So it's not like, I'm like judging this with an iron fist on this one. The other thing I wanted to bring up is it's like this. The men's main event scene, the Intercontinental title scene, the U.S. title scene, it has become so chaotic and weird.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we were just talking about Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn was kind of pushing himself to be a world title contender. And then he just takes the left at Albuquerque so he could get the U.S. title. And I'm going, bro, back down because you moved LA Knight to Raw, which is fine. That is totally fine. I have no problem with that. I just couldn't believe when I heard Sami Zayn go, I want a title. I want the U.S. title.
Once again,
that's like saying, "Hey, I don't just win that Honolulu game."
Right. Once again, the writers, in my opinion, I think we need younger.
Yeah.
That bring new ideas to the wrestling.
I wish I could just sit in and see how it's done.
Right.
Because honestly, I'm not trying to be funny in this. I used to help I wrote for a couple of shows.
Right.
And it's real simple. I kept it simple, stupid. I would basically say, here are the core things I want done here. And then what we'll do, I want y'all to fill the story. The mat is your canvas.
Right.
Build the picture. Make it happen. And you know what? Some guys, they did great with that. They knew what to do. They knew how to get to where they needed to get to. And then they knew how to take it home. Some guys couldn't figure that way out of a wet paper bag, even if you made a hole. And that just tells you who they were. So I would love to see it because not just that, I heard, I haven't watched Unreal. I will not watch it. I have this thing about kayfabe. I like to not know about everybody's personal life because my thing is this. They deserve to have a life. I think what they're doing is dangerous to the sport of wrestling. And I get they're trying to get new eyeballs to see what they do. But even some people should have looked at Hunter and went, dude, no.
Right. And
I mean, they had Travis Scott talking to him like he did something smart when all he did was stiff Cody.
Right. And it go back to, is it a person in the room when Triple H come up with an idea, be like, nah, Triple H, you don't need to do that? Or is it a person that afraid to say, Triple H, don't, you see what I'm saying? Is they afraid when they get fired?
It's not what it was with Vince. I don't think
Okay.
so. I don't think it's that with Vince. Because this is where I was trying to explain. There has not been a lot of rumors of how creative has screwed up everything.
Right.
I mean, Ladarius, if you've heard anything, please speak up because I want to hear your thoughts too. But I haven't heard anything about Triple H and basically people being scared of him
Right.
or being able to, because he's very approachable, they say. Like, he does take people's ideas. He does listen.
Right.
You know, and you kind of have to because of the role you're in.
Right. But,
You know, so, you know, think about it. You can't come up with everybody's creative.
right. And,
You got to have some kind of communication with everyone.
right. And that's what I mean. Can the B wrestlers or the C wrestlers, can they, what I was told, they cannot go up to Triple H like that, or Shawn Michaels like that, or that door not open for them to communicate. You see what I'm saying? What I was told, man, I watched what's his name from AEW when he was with WWE. What's his name? The one that got the dreads. And he, what that dude's name?
Work?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he was like, when he was with WWE, he cannot go up to Triple H and Shawn Michaels like that. They did not have that relationship.
Actually, hold on. Actually, with that, there was also that transition
Right.
where they were basically losing. If I'm not mistaken, they had that transition where NXT was
Right.
going over to Vince,
Right.
and Vince kind of was shifting too much of it. So it wasn't Triple H; it was Vince disconnecting Swerve. He didn't see nothing in Swerve,
Right.
which is again another Vince issue because Triple H saw something in Swerve.
Right.
You know,
That what I was told, man. I watched
yeah.
that interview with Vlad TV.
Oh God, yeah, that's another man.
You-
Don't get me started.
You see what I mean? You see how you feel right now? That's how I was feeling. Man, I watched that interview. Like I took 30 minutes out of my day to watch this bullshit.
Hold on, not just that, but him talking about Booker T.
Right.
I couldn't stand that shit. I'm
Right.
sorry.
And right. So it was like, well, why you did not say nothing when you were with WWE? But that's what I got from it. So
Yeah.
that's why I brought it to y'all attention.
Oh, I appreciate it. And sorry, I was finishing up a message here. So, is agreed with licensing with WWE with their shows now, with their PLEs. We got WrestlePalooza in September. So this means at the Clash at the Castle, this is the last one for Peak on the Cock. So, you know, hey, it's on the cock. It's not, I can't, you know, it's not my, it's not what, you know, that's what it says on the paper. It's on the cock, you know.
No diddy.
No diddy, you know. Hey, and you can't get behind that either. Right, Ladarius?
I'm not. Listen, I'm not going to say anything. I'm enjoying the conversation, and because I don't want to alienate nobody on the show. So
what? All right. So we got I mean, we know the matches, but what match are you looking forward to the most?
Oh, I don't get to talk about the cock? Okay, whatever. Go ahead.
Well,
Continue.
I
Oh,
know.
yeah.
Look at Ron. I knew it. That was the goal. Mission accomplished.
Go back, Ron. Ron's like trying to be
Yeah.
so serious.
Show yourself, Ron. Show yourself. I mean, listen, I want to talk about, listen, are people riding with the cock? You know, are you supporting the cock? Some people don't support the cock. Because, you know, sometimes when the cock goes away, you know, it makes people angry. But hey, you take this pill called Espen, and it might, you know, make the cock not feel as bad. So,
Oh God, I'm done.
so listen. Some people will ride or die about that cock,
Yeah,
and then some
they
people,
ride hard too. All right, so
and then some people might get soft about the issue. But don't worry, that cock will, you can't harden the heart like you harden the cock.
So Becky Lynch will defend the Intercontinental title against.
Oh wait, y'all can talk about it, but whatever. Okay, continue with the show.
No, oh boy, oh, I'm just trying to breathe.
I mean, John, like it's all. Hey, listen.
Because I'm done. You got
You
me
know,
now.
like my friend in Dark State would say, listen, sometimes when you're watching the cock, sometimes it can come from behind you because it might make a noise. You're like, hey, the cock
Why
doesn't
you gotta
ask you,
say that?
are you still listen, I'm talking about Peacock. What are you talking about?
Oh my
And for
God.
God's
I just
sakes,
remember
where's Ron?
something.
I think Ron disappeared.
Ron went
Listen,
to the
by
shadow
the
realm.
listen. What happened is, listen, John. Thank you for before we talk about before we wrap up the show, talking about our predictions. Listen, hey, some people listen. It might be a soft blow when you listen. You can't watch what you want to watch on the cock anymore.
Lord.
In order to, and listen, and the best way to kind of cure that is some blue chew. Because
Lord.
sometimes like you're thinking like, oh, the cock is not there, but it's there. It's been there. It's been loyal. And then all of a sudden you're talking about now you're switching over to something called Espen.
Lord.
And listen, the cock has great stuff. Sometimes great stuff may come out of it at the end of the day. But
Lord.
the reality is that the question is, at the end of the day, will people continue to be paying for the cock? That's the question.
Lord, Emma.
So, oh God, my light went out. My light went out.
Well, it looks like your light is not powered by the cock. So,
Yeah. It's powered by the Espen. Hey, cock, get back here.
Lord, Emma.
All right. So anyway,
all right.
So before I was being really serious, by the way, and then all of a sudden we just went off the handle. We went really unprofessional, and I do not apologize for anything that I did. Because we were talking about Peacock.
Yes,
we're talking about Peacock. Yes. And sometimes when you do a show like that, you have to listen. This is the last time some of y'all gonna see the cock, and some of and so, hey, sometimes this is the last time y'all gonna see WWE on the cock. All right, so
last time you get to see Becky Lynch on cock.
And listen, and hey, Seth Rollins may disagree with that, but hey, it won't be the last time. Listen, you can watch the best of WWE. You just can't watch. You can't watch listen. Sometimes you can't watch the best of on the cock. Sometimes you can watch the best of elsewhere. So C double. On that note, let's talk about
Yes, I have the card.
les clash en Paris on the cock. So that's you.
What?
That's French for clash in Paris on the cock.
What?
For our French speaking viewers.
So on Sunday, August 31st, fuck it, I can't even remember the rest of this shit I was going to say. Anyway, I think it's going to be 2, 3. We'll figure it out. Just make sure you check it out. Just go, hey, Cock, when are you going to have a
sometimes the cock, listen, it's digital, and sometimes, you might have some issues. There's stuff out there to help you. You can just troubleshoot it. Maybe work it out a couple of times.
Just get a good hand on it, and you'll fit. And
sometimes in some other cases, you may put 2 hands on it just to make sure it's okay.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Well, I was talking about you put your hand. No.
Stay, Ron.
You put your hand on the TV, Ron. What were you thinking we were talking about? No, what were you thinking we're talking about, Ron? Where's your mind, Ron?
To be fair, I'm going to watch Rhea Ripley regardless on the cock.
Oh shit!
And listen, sometimes when certain things happen, sometimes the cock goes hard.
Right.
And then sometimes it'll go soft with the crowd and nervousness. And it's like sometimes it may hide away. But hey, but all you need is something to excite you. And like this card, the cock's gonna be rising. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah. It's a massive card. This card is perfect for the cock. We got Becky Lynch.
Listen, Europe can take a huge cock. All right, it can take the peacock in the programming. All right, they're one of the biggest continents on the world. I'm talking geography, Ron. Stay with me. Now, so C double talk about how les clash en Paris on the cock.
Yes, Becky Lynch versus Nikki Bella for the women's Intercontinental Championship. I'm going Becky. Who are y'all going for?
Say that again.
Ron Top. Becky Lynch versus Nikki Bella.
I'm gonna see Nikki get it.
Okay.
I mean, like I said, and it's just my opinion. I get tired that they give it the belts to the same old wrestlers. Like, I think in about time Bella get the belt. In my opinion. Lord, that must.
Got some comments coming there. Some people take Blue Chew for the Darius, I think you have a following now.
See what you did with this?
What the hell did I do? Peacock abbreviation is cock. Why are you yelling at me? Why are you yelling at me, Ron? Put your thumb down, Ron. You ain't running for office. Put your
Look, HBO Max went to Max, so it's only
exactly
understandable
because listen,
the
words P and cock are 2 separate words put together. All right, so no one's talking about. Oh, let's talk about the P because then that's gross. But you talk about the cock. Because we're talking about cock-a-doodle-doo. We're talking about birds.
Lord, that was.
So I'm sorry.
So we're talking about Becky Lynch versus Nikki Bella, clash in Paris on the cock. What is your question?
Yep.
So
who are you going?
Listen. This being the last time us fans see the cock. Oh, WWE on the cock again. Excuse me, professional, and not really. I wouldn't be shocked if they took the belt off of Nikki Bella, but I don't think this is the right time to do it. I think that at some point we'll get maybe another rematch at some point, and then we'll could potentially see it. But I'll go Becky retaining, but I wouldn't be shocked if Nikki won it because I think we're going to see some progression with what we're seeing with Lyra. Because remember, Lyra can't go for the belt as long as Becky's champion, and maybe. And I think John talked about this. Oh my God, John, man. See, listen. Hey, hey, John, what that happens, John. See, when a man loves a woman, John, see, I can't sing because Ron gets upset when I sing, so I'm not singing. When a man loves his country and his cock, and nothing else. Okay. But I have to keep but I wouldn't be I wouldn't be shocked if Nikki Bella won it. But to me, the winner of this match determines when they're going to execute. Because I think Lyra will get a shot, but will it be against Nikki Bella, or will they try to infuse that with Bayley, or will Bayley be the one to dethrone Becky Lynch? But like how Bayley comes out, like her vignettes, I don't know. I lean toward her maybe being a heel, maybe a tweener. I don't know. But if Nikki Bella wins, I wouldn't be shocked because then you can have Lyra beat Bella or Bayley beat. So it opens up the opportunity. So I'm going to stick with because we're back in business. I'm going to go with Becky Lynch.
Okay. Good old-fashioned Donnybrook match, Sheamus versus Rusev. On the cock. So we got a ginger and a Russian.
Donnybrook and on the cock. 93.7, the flame.
Gonna be, is he Russian or Bulgarian? But yeah, guys got. What you got, Ron? Sheamus or Rusev?
Sheamus. All day. Sheamus.
Okay.
I'm gonna see Sheamus really beat the out of Rusev. But that's just me though.
And Ron, where they gonna beat him on what? Where's it gonna be?
I'm gonna say I think
Hey, how you gonna watch that Donnybrook match? Were you gonna watch it on the?
He's gonna watch it on an app. It starts with some letters.
Lord.
Is it blank a doodle do? Is what we're trying to.
Lord,
They was gonna play match game. Here's your clue: blank a doodle do. How would you feel in that blank? Boom, 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 boom.
Oh shit.
So yeah, I got Rusev. What do you got, This is a lovely red on Ron. He has been hilarious through this. You're a great friend, Ron. We're almost done, Ron. We promise.
No, Ron's been the serious one here, and that says a lot about this show.
Yeah.
It's like, because obviously Ron doesn't want to talk about the cock, and that's okay. That's his preference.
Lord,
Hey, look. Sometimes you try to ignore it, but if you just stare at it and just admit where it's right there, it's not like it's a bad thing. The cock is there.
Like, hey, Ron, the cock. Listen, Ron, the cock is for all, Ron.
Wait a minute.
Listen, when they say cock of the rock, that's absurd. It's the cock of the rock.
Wait a minute. What?
Listen, the cock says it goes longer than a minute.
Wait a minute.
You might want to say wait a half of. You might want to say wait a 30 minutes.
John, help me, please.
John Brooks has Sheamus beating Rusev on the cock on Sunday.
Lord,
Sheamus beating Rusev on the cock. 93.7. 80s, 90s hits.
All right. Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed. Who do you got? On the cock. Oh, we got Ron was about to do he's about to throw up the ones.
Ron was going to do the one.
He's throwing up the ones on the cock.
Lord,
Acknowledges Roman's on cock.
Lord, how much?
There we go with on the team. 93.7. Cock-a-doodle-doo. 7 a.m. morning show. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
But I want to see Roman Reigns teach that dude a lesson.
Stop stealing the sneakers.
Yeah.
And where will we be able to watch this at, Ron?
Oh no, but
Ron, you're a smart guy. Say it. Look at me, Ron. Say it.
No.
Blank a doodle do, Ron.
But I want to see Roman Reigns beat that dude. I really want to
beat that dude. Oh, you want to beat that? You want to beat that dude? You want to beat that dude on the cock? Got it. All right.
Lord, how much?
All right, Ladarius, tell us who you want, Roman or the shoe falla.
Listen, this is a big match here on the cock. I mean, this is a big time match on the cock here. Massive. I mean, listen. You know, if somebody says this is a very impressive match on the cock.
Lord.
I'm gonna go with Roman Reigns because my mom's favorite wrestler was Roman Reigns. Oh. So I'm gonna go Roman Reigns. And she would probably laugh at the cock joke. So
Bronson Reed.
C Dub knows about my mom, so she'd probably be laughing at the jokes and probably doing what Ron's doing, be like, "Hey, she loved her baby boy." Listen, even the cock jokes is about the peacock. So I didn't mean to bring the mood of the show down. We'll be more back with the cock talk right after this.
We got. I would like to go, but Roman needs to at least win a match. I can see Roman winning.
He's got to win one last time on that cock.
Yeah, he's got to win on the cock. He needs to go out on top of the cock.
I mean, don't go behind it because that's a dangerous situation.
Wait a minute.
We got 2 more matches to go, by the way.
Hey, two more matches on Clash of Paradise on Francais on the cock.
On the cock.
On the cock. Hey, your baguette, it looks a little soft. I don't bring that soft stuff in on the cock. What's
the I'm done now.
Nah, you gotta stick with us. You're doing great, Ron. You're doing great. You are awesome on this show. You're doing great. So we got. I'm going to say Roman wins just because get the crowd to feel good about themselves and all that. And then maybe Bronson attacks him afterward. All right, Logan Paul versus John Cena. John Cena's last time in Perry. So what do y'all teach the young whippersnapper a lesson? We'll go to Ron. And yes, we know it's on a certain app, so you don't have to worry about it.
Ron, who's going to win? Ron, who's winning on the cock? Cena, Paul, go.
Damn well. All joking aside, I think John Cena can teach the rookie a lesson. Somebody need to, because I never liked it, Logan Paul, even from YouTube. And I think he a piece of shit, but that's just my opinion. But I think John Cena can teach him a lesson, in my opinion.
Yeah. All right. Darius, what say you?
Is this mic on?
Are we on this live? Massive matchup? Yeah, we're live, pal.
Listen, Massive match on the cock again. Big time cock match.
Yes.
This is a big time match on the cock. And like John put it best,
Big
John
time.
Cena beats Logan Paul on the cock for the last time. He's going out on top. There's only one way to go out if you're John Cena. You gotta go on Listen, you can't go from the bottom. Listen, you can't go from behind on that cock. Listen, this is a dangerous situation. This is okay. So Ron, like, I don't want to. Like, this is our highest rated show ever. We're telling. Listen,
John Cena beats Logan Paul on the cock for the last time.
Cena's going out on top on the cock. Listen, cock-a-doodle-doo. You can't see me, but you can see him on that cock. So there you go.
John Cena's running down that aisle with Stu, and they're going to celebrate the cock.
Wait,
John Cena and Stu on the cock. One last time.
Wait a minute.
Listen, it's okay, Ron. It's Europe. It's okay. Listen.
They're okay
It's
with
okay
it.
to have. Listen, Ron, in Europe, it's okay to have WWE on the cock. Some might say it's a side dish.
Wait a minute.
Glass of Chardonnay, and WWE owns the cock. I like to watch the wrestlers on the cock.
They are hard and firm on the cock.
Honey, you see this? You see this fromage? I want it to be soft, but sometimes you got to have it hard. And let me tell you, WWE, it goes hard on the cock. And we're gonna watch this with my heart of cheese. I'm gonna go all hard on the cock with my cheese.
Get the wine
and get some of that wine. And it might get a little messy on the cock, but that's okay. We have napkin.
Minute. What?
Main event time. We got Mr. Charles Montgomery Punk,
Who?
aka CM Punk.
Charles Montgomery. Where y'all coming up with these names from?
Larry Aloysius Knight, aka LA Knight, and freaking Rollins, or the Visionary. And okay, I ain't doing all those names. I ain't got that kind of time. But they're going to be on the cock because it's for the World Heavyweight title.
What is it? You
Probably
don't like
gonna be
multiple
the
people on the cock? Is that what we're saying, C-Dub? Is that the issue here?
I mean, to be fair, you really don't want to have more people on the cock. You can only fit certain
Wait
amounts.
a minute, huh?
Now, if it's big enough, you can fit a lot. If it's wide enough, maybe you could fit things on the cock.
You probably could fit more than one. Yes.
Wait
You're
a
probably
minute.
right.
So listen. We're gonna have the champion. Seth Rollins will be on the cock. LA Knight, we on the cock.
Oh, he's going to be on the cock.
Uso. I said your words, not mine, my friend. And we got who else? CM Punk, who he likes the cock. He may not have been on it that long, but listen, he's an old man. But listen, him being on the cock one last time feels appropriate. And there's a fourth person in this match. And what's his name again? What's the fourth person's name?
Jey Uso.
Oh, I think I said Jey Usos will be on the cock. Said Rollins will be on the cock. Who else?
LA Knight.
LA Knight will be on the cock, and CM Punk will be on the cock. So 4 men, 1 belt on the cock.
All right, Ron. Who do you have in the main event?
After that, I don't know what to say.
Ron, this is a professional show, and listen. If you want to say the Peacock, that's your opinion. But here, we like to abbreviate. How do you say in America? So listen. Who do you want to win on the main event on the final PLE on the cock?
I finna throw a curveball right here. You ready for this?
Hit it.
Steph.
You're calling Seth to win. All right.
Because I got a feeling somebody gonna rush in and help him out.
Okay. I mean, hey, look, Braun Breaker won't be far, I think. So you may be right there. Yeah.
Braun Breaker or what the other one name?
Bronson Reed.
Yeah, one then run the rush in, run
Okay.
in, and help him out to save the title again.
All right.
Damn it, John.
I've seen him talk LA night. Yeah. And Jay Uso on the talk for the last time before the cock goes off.
And let me tell you, you got to listen. It's going to be a messy situation. Listen, it's going to be. It's go,
Oh Jesus! I'm dying.
listen, it's going to be tears. It's going to be blood, sweat, and tears on the cock. Only one last time. But no, some might say, Ron, it might go longer than the. How do you say a minute? So
that's what the blue chew for.
Exactly, blue. Give me un deux blue shoe. Okay.
Who you got for the main event, brother?
Let me tell you. Listen, things are going to be off on the cock. Let me tell you, it's a big. There's no better way to get off on the cock.
Wait a minute. This
4 of the best superstars in the WWE. Blood, sweat, and tears will be seen by fans across the world on the cock. It's going to be a physical match on the cock. It's going to be a back and forth punching and tugging on the cock. So if you want my answer about the match, I will the man who will come out on top of all the cock, the one last time. Give me Seth freaking Rollins. En français, one last time. You're going to see a lot of things coming on the cock after that match.
Lord,
I'm going to start popping off.
And the crowd in Europe, that French crowd, let me tell you, they know how to party, and they're going to party one last time on that cock before the cock becomes domesticated.
All right. I don't know how to follow that up. All right. So I'm going to just make this very simple.
How do you say in your country? That's what she said?
Yes. Lisa, y'all. LA Knight, CM Punk are going to cost each other the match. I believe CM Punk will take the L here. He'll take the pinfall. Seth wins the match because LA Knight takes out Punk. Or it could be the other way, but something's going to happen. I don't care for guys to lose. They don't have to always try to stop them or do disqualification angles. They're doing it too much now. All right, I'm just saying, start getting, and remember, the final time on the cock. This is the final fight on the cock. The final tug of war on the cock. Thank you, John. I'm glad you remember that too. Ron is probably never going to be on wrestling shows with us again, but we hope he is because he's part of the team now. And also, Ron, Friday we're going to be talking about the Falcons, so I'm pretty confident we won't be on the cock for that one. So you don't have to worry about the cock.
Listen, but how dirty will the birds be? It will be the conversation.
Yeah.
I know.
What's wrong with dirty birds? Well, you want to give them a bath? Like, you could do that. Get some soap,
It
some
takes
water.
a while.
I mean, you get I don't know if you like sponges or wash rags, but that's what put up on.
I mean, look, Mike Tyson, fought pigeons, so I mean, I can see Ron, working on birds and helping,
I think it's time for me to go.
Listen,
Ron's doing it's not clobbering time. It's get the
listen,
out of here time.
listen. Across the world, listen. There's a lot of dirty birds. But how you going to clean the birds, Ron? And we'll see you Friday, friends, when we talk about the dirty of the birds.
Yes.
The Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah, we're going to talk Falcons. We'll talk about their roster. We'll talk about the guys that they went for the moves for. And also we'll preview the games. We'll even preview, I think, Georgia playing Marshall. It's not that big of a game, but, it is the first week of college football.
You tell that to Marshall, pal.
Yeah, I will. Hold on. Look, Kirby.
Gunner Stockton.
Kirby's not going to be – I can see it now. Kirby's just going to be like, okay, we're up by 20. All right, we're done. It's like, no, we're supposed to dominate. It's like, dude.
Kirby he might put up 40 on them.
That would be nice, but,
because the AP poll, they disrespect Georgia Bulldogs again. Like they did last year and the year before. And what happened?
No, look, we don't have Napoleon Dynamite on our team.
You can't disrespect the Bulldogs in this regard because, hey, Kirby is smart enough to know, hey, I got to go watch Clash in Paris on the cock.
Yes, he does.
So,
he can't wait.
Team, we're not cocking around here. Listen. So,
hey, Ron, go ahead and tell us how to find you, brother.
Somewhere in the stratosphere. That's where we can find.
Yeah. Just shoot a missile, and you will find me. Nah.
And before we close the cock here on 93.7, Ron, here in the cock, where can the people find you? Hey, WWE, Ron was talking about the cock and Clash in Paris today.
No, I wasn't. But
I'm sorry. Clash in Paris is on what streaming service? The cock. So technically, you were. So back to Ron. Where can we find you? And the things that you do.
You can find me on Talk Your Ass Tuesday nights around 8 o'clock, and you can find me on Pops and the Henry Brothers on Thursday nights around 10 o'clock. And sometimes the eye test on Wednesday nights around 10 o'clock. Deuces.
And that was Ron Thomas who talked
Thank
about.
Thank you, Ron, for being here.
Thank you, Ron, for talking about Clash in Paris on the cock. We appreciate it, Ron.
Lord, how much?
You predicted the final shows on the cock, and we appreciate you doing it.
So Friday at 3 o'clock, folks, meet us on here on YouTube, CW28. We're going to be doing talks about the Falcons week 1 game, as well as, like I said, some select college games. Ladarius will give us a couple of previews of week 1 games, and we'll just have some fun talking football since it's finally here and we can finally talk some football. So, Ladarius, tell the good people where to find you.
Yeah, Ladarius.
First of all, I thought he was gonna say that before my intro. So basically, he's buried my intro. He buried my outro. Like, I'll just name all the stuff we're gonna do, which will probably be at the end of the show. That's okay.
Yeah, Ladarius.
Yes, Ron. By the way, Ron was here. I want to thank Ron again for being on here, for talking about WWE on the cock one last time. Man, Ron smiled Ron smiled thinking about WWE on the cock one last time. Folks,
remember,
you can't watch.
It's a bitch.
Hey, listen.
Remember.
Oh, I remember. Listen, you want to go to Amscott? You want to go to Amscott or the bank? We'll go to Amscott or the bank to cash. Either way is fine. Amscott will charge you money to cash. So my bank, they don't charge you anything.
They don't take no food stamps.
You and I both know the answer to that question, man. Yeah. Like, listen, can we go to the Piggly Wiggly? Sure. Can we go to my bank? We need to speak to you outside next to the cop car with the sirens. Yeah. You're not going to get in the car yet. but but anywho, you can find me Twitter and TikTok. Oh wow, when I do my outro, you just cut. Okay, fine. All right, no, it's fine. No, you could have kept doing what you're doing. Because listen, because King Petty's gonna be back too. So think about that. Think about that. So let's so when you have the payday. So when you think about payday's gonna come, King Petty's coming back too. So let's listen. How many weeks in the season again, C-Dub? How many? There's 17 games.
It's a 17-week season, sir. So
probably
probably 18
and I think it's an 18-week season.
Yes, sir.
So that's what.
Yes, sir.
So that's over what, 4 months, 4.5
Yeah.
months.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna have a good time, Ron. We're gonna have a great time, man. You, the payday, King Petty, and John. You can find it on YouTube, and on Sunday you can find them watching On the Cock. Listen, that's pretty accurate, John. John, get out of my head. But I'll add more to that. You know, sometimes you gotta. You know, when you're watching the cock, you need to have liquids. So always have liquids nearby.
Wait a minute.
I'm talking about Peacock, Ron. What are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about, Ron?
Lord,
Ron, this is a Peabody Award-winning show. What are you?
I think my wife calling me now. So
I don't hear a player. I think that's you. That's just your imagination running away with you again.
I think my wife's calling me. So.
Oh no, I'm loving the show. Yep, thank you. Oh, the dishes. Oh, I gotta go. But oh, Daddy, we gotta get out of here. Okay. Where that? Okay, you can find me on Twitter and TikTok at Ladarius. Oh wait, where did my thing? Hey, where did my thing go? Well, anyway, no, it's okay. You're thinking about Clash of Person on the cock. It's okay. We have cock on the mind. It happens. Now. You can find me on Twitter and TikTok. I'm being serious, Ron. I'm being serious here. Give me 2 minutes, Ron. You know, that's what I tell people all the time. I tell her, just give me 2 minutes, and the rest will be.
Wow. This.
And it's like. Anyway, you can find me on Twitter and TikTok. Why is nobody looking at me, man? Where this shows? Am I ugly? Am I not beautiful?
No, right, I'll work.
No, I'll work. You know what? I'll work on it. So you can find me on Twitter and TikTok at Ladarius_Brown. You can find me on Instagram, Ladarius_Brown, writer editor for Beyond Women's Sports. Catch up my article. It'll probably be out. If not, it'll probably be out tomorrow. The AUSL, the softball, because it'll be the Series 2. And we'll wrapping up Series 3, and the Series 4, the final series, where there'll be a inaugural champion. And like I said, there'll be no show. There'll be no on my show because my focus will be on my mother's service will be on this weekend. So my attention will be there. So yeah. So hope all of you be safe and well. And thank you for all those who joined. Thank you.
First of all, we're going to be our thoughts for Friday. Will be on around 3:00. So we're gonna, and it's going to be a good show. Like I said, we're just going to talk some stuff about football, getting y'all prepared for the first weekend of the season, and also big ups to Ron for surviving our first go round on the Wrestling Review with us. Whole lot of cock talk, so it's all good.
No,
ain't no messing with the cock.
But also big ups to Ladarius. He does great work with the companies he's been doing with the articles and the breakdowns of football. So make sure you check him out. Also, C28 channel. This is where you can find the CLR show, where basically we're just coming up together. We're going to talk sports, latest stuff that's going down, and we'll go from there. So, hey, thank you all so much for being a part. I hope you guys got a lot of laughs. We're going to be back here next week, same time, just having fun. So, for Ron, who's still blushing, for Ladarius, and for me, C-Dub, we out. Peace!
Cock of the Rock, folks. Cock of the Rock.
Talk on the rocks.